be a good day. But just based on the Friday and Saturday sales, we've done double. I'm very happy with this new layout. I think it's contributed to my sales being better. It's been a really good show. I hope I can get back in next year. Hi everybody, made it. I just finished checking in. I just got to table. This is day 0 of WonderCon, so I'm gonna spend a little time in setup. I realize I forgot my tripod, so it might be fun doing that if I do it all. Alright, so I'm gonna get started and I'll see you guys shortly, but we got here. Drive was good. Weather's supposed to be stormy for the weekend. Hopefully that doesn't hurt sales too much. I hope you guys can hear me. So it's day 1 of WonderCon. They opened the doors a half hour ago for, I think, VIP. Okay. Lots of people here already. So Friday is usually a slow day. I'm not anticipating much for sales, but we'll see what happens. Hey guys, back in the room. That was a pretty good Friday. Actually did pretty well. Lots of foot traffic, lots of people at the show. I think there's more people this Friday than there were last year. So that's good. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's also supposed to rain tomorrow. I don't know that that's going to affect attendance. I seriously doubt it. But we'll see. We're on track for some good things. Now I'm gonna get in my PJs and just chill for the night. Good morning. It's raining, as you saw. We are still getting ready to go. We'll be able to leave in like maybe 30 minutes or so. I can already see people starting to arrive, so that's good, but I didn't think the rain would deter them. Ooh, I'm tired. As usual. So it's supposed to be raining all day today, and tomorrow morning there's a chance of thunderstorms, so that's fun. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter. Yesterday was pretty good. I'm optimistic for what today's gonna bring us as far as sales. I'm gonna need to move my table so that Mom can get in, which is fine. It's not heavy stuff, and nothing's really breakable, so gotta do that. I've had breakfast, I'm finishing my coffee, and then we're gonna make some snacks to take into the show with us. I'll see you guys in a bit. The floor is not open yet. Hello again. So they've just opened the doors 10 minutes ago because of the weather, because it's raining. So it's Saturday, it's the big day. Already started to see some people come in, because who wants to get wet? But yes, haha. It's gonna be a good day. I have no idea if the mic's gonna pick me up or not. Okay. So it's just after 1 o'clock. I checked money. I have more than made back table, so that's awesome. They also sent out an email with the application information for next year, which I have signed up for. So yay! It's been a good show. As you guys are seeing, there's lots and lots of people here, so that's always good. I'll tell you guys more later. Big old line of cars. Everybody leaving from day 2. Woof. And we're back in the room. I am very happy to say that I have done double so far this show compared to last year. Now, I did leave early on Sunday last year because of food poisoning, But just based on the Friday and Saturday sales, we've done double, and I could not be happier. I'm so happy right now for that, because you just never know. This show's definitely had more foot traffic than what I remember last year having, and it's been raining, so I don't know that that's affected anything or not, but it's been nice. I've seen a lot of people who said they've seen my stuff before, so if you're watching this, hi! And if not, then you're not. Whew, so back in the room, we're gonna have some dinner, we're gonna chill, and then tomorrow is Sunday and Easter Sunday. So tomorrow, it's just last day, and then it's relaxing. My feet hurt so bad from standing all day. Alright, I will see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, they have announced the doors are going to open in like 15 minutes. I'm just making sure everything still looks good because it's Sunday, it's the last day. Just wanting to, because things change, things shift. Luckily, it's working out. I've sold out of a couple of things, and I can tell you that this has been my best show in California in like a while. So I've signed up for next year. I'm not guaranteed to get back in. But I'm signed up. Here's hoping, because this is year 3 here, so if I get in next year, it'll be year 4, and that'll be nice. No? Sorry, fixing something. Okay, much better. Woo. Right, but let me show you. So the setup looks nice. I'm very happy with this new layout. I think it's contributed to my sales being better, so this is probably going to be what I do going forward. The thing that sucks is my feet hurt really bad at the end of the day, so I'm going to look for one of those mat things to stand on, so if I can find a nice thick one. Ugh. And I will need it before FanX, which is my next show. I'm only doing 3 shows this year. So, I got to get back behind the table. I got to scarf down a little bit more breakfast. And let's have a good day. Show's gonna end in about 30 minutes. This has been my best show, period, in state or out of state. Like, I'm floored. I am so shocked. And just while I'm thinking about it, just thanks everyone who came out to the table and bought for me. I am speechless. So, oh, wow. I'm so speechless. Wow. Today's been a little slower, but it's Sunday, so that would be expected. It's been a really good show. I hope I can get back in next year. So, I will see you guys back at the hotel in a bit. And back home. Have been for a few days. Vlog's a little slow getting out because, as you can probably hear, I came back with a cold. It wasn't bad, it was just a head cold. I didn't have any fevers or anything, just, you know, cough and runny nose. It was great. Before we went to WonderCon, I actually just got over a cold. Then we went to WonderCon, and then I came back with a cold. It just be what it be. Alright, but you don't want to hear about that. We all know that. Just me explaining why my voice doesn't sound like it did first half of the video. So let's talk about WonderCon. It was the best show that I've had since I started doing Artist Alleys, and I'm still really shocked with all of that. I've been going to Artist Alleys since 2014. I haven't always recorded them, and I didn't record last year's vlog at WonderCon because I got food poisoning, and it's kind of hard to do things when you're running to the bathroom all the time because your stomach says we must evacuate everything. But it was a really good show. Being on the show floor and stuff, the show's run really, really well. I have one complaint about this show, and I guess, you know, just something for everybody to keep in mind. communication before the show between WonderCon staff and exhibitors isn't the best. I don't know if that's because the staff is so busy or not, but like I've heard of people trying to ask them simple questions and not getting an answer for a few days. So that's my biggest complaint about this show, is just a lack of communication there. But otherwise, the shows run really good, and excuse me. The people who come to the show are very nice, and I would say this is probably one of the few shows, if not the only show, that I can think of right now that I've done where people don't so much look for fan art, but they look for original stuff. Like, I sold quite the variety of things. Like, I'm almost out of some coasters that I hardly ever sell. I have people buying stationery, which I don't have happen very often at shows. Yeah, no, it was pretty surprising. Just, like, things I don't usually sell at a show were selling. So that was nice. Eclectic's the word I need. So it was quite an eclectic variety of things that would sell. I was also really happy to see 2 fellow Ronin Warrior fans. I know nobody cares about that but me, but I care about it, so give me a brag. Yeah, I signed up for next year. I have not paid, because here's the thing with WonderCon. For anybody, whether you're like an exhibitor, a small press, or an artist alley, you can sign up and you can pay, but it's not a guaranteed spot. So if you don't get in, they've got to refund you the money. So I just wait for the invoice. I'm hopeful I'm gonna get in next year. Excuse me. No, it was a really, really good show. I do apologize that there wasn't footage of me really walking around and videotaping, you know, other vendors and things like that. I couldn't. And not just from an I was busy standpoint, but it was where I was positioned on the line. So where my table was, I was sort of in the middle of the aisle on my side, and I couldn't really get out either direction, because on the one direction they had a bunch of the stuff hanging in the back, which if you've been in the artist alley in the back and exhibiting, that's fun to dodge around and not try to knock it over. And on the other side, it was the same problem. So if I had to leave, I had to go under my table, which, well, I can do. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So that's when it's a good habit to have your own food and drink with you, so you don't have to leave to get it. But it does make going to the restroom a little difficult. And my mother was traveling with me. She needs a walker, so it was fun to figure that out. I just moved my table more than once, and one time we even just folded up the walker and pushed it underneath the table, and then she walked around in. It's like she can get around without her walker, but it's a little difficult because she has joint issues from the waist down, so it's not ideal. So that's a note to me in the future for requesting tables that are either the end cap or close to the end cap, because it's usually Mom who travels with me to these things and is basically my helper in more ways than one. Yeah, so that's the only thing with those. The next show I know for sure that I have is going to be FanX, which is in September. I'm not doing very many conventions this year because the brand's going through a transition. And I don't really want to deal with all of that and have shows too close to each other. That's the main reason. The secondary reason really is money is tight right now, and I don't want to do too many shows. So the next show is going to be FanX. I applied to get back into LA Comic-Con. They did something weird this year that I don't know if I like or not. Instead of emailing their past Artist Alley people and being like, hey, here's your early link, they had everybody new and previous sign up at the same time. And I'm not sure how I feel about that because I know that show's a little split on if people like it or hate it. I personally have always liked that show, even if my sales are not great. So I'm hopeful I'm going to get back in, and if so, that show's going to be in early October. If I don't, I'm probably going to email them and ask them why. Because, yeah. if you go to something for so long and then all of a sudden you can't go, it's like, you want to know why. I'm pretty confident I'm okay, though. But it's always the, but what if? It's in the back of your head that gets to you. So that's the convention schedule for this year. There are a few shows next year I want to try to get into that luckily are not the same weekend as WonderCon. So that should be easier as far as that goes. And just, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I broke even because I have yet to go to a show and really do that or make profit, but I don't make a whole lot of money at conventions just because I don't always do what's popular. Should we put it that way? And if you're one of those people that do what's popular to make a profit, no judgment here. We all need money. You do you. It's totally fine. But it's really nice to go to a show and almost make your goal like what I would call a medium goal. Like my bare minimum goal is always make back table. But yeah, I almost did table and hotel. It was really nice. So like for those of you out there who are in my position who don't go to these and make, upwards of several K, there's hope. It just can take some time. Oh man, all right. Well, I am going to end the vlog here because my voice hurts and as I can hear it going downhill. So yeah, that's the WonderCon vlog. It was a really good show. I hope you guys found this vlog informative or entertaining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!